First and foremost, I'm just keen to see what these teams choose in terms of their brawler comps here. I think that's going to make a big difference. Oh my goodness me, we're going with a triple tank here by Opnoob and a bit more range from PSG. My money's on the range here. What are your thoughts, Woody?
Yeah, hot and heavy from these Opnoob guys. Look, it's worked out for them pretty well in the first, salvo here. They've got a couple of bolts, and it looks like they're going to get the first siege bot as well. But as this match wears on, and as those shots from the cannon are coming out from Rely, that's going to be really difficult for our blue team to be able to push back into. I'm expecting Opnoob to, have a bit more trouble going on.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid defense for me. PSG conceding rather than no damage whatsoever, but the mid control definitely being held very successfully by Opnoob here as PSG tried to take that back. Pretty even on bolts, not gonna lie, and this is where the range comes into play. Look at that left-hand side. The ball goes down so weak. It's very back and forth, actually, but PSG now dominating that mid-control.
Yeah, I don't see any living Opnoob players on the map at this time. It's complete domination by PSG Esports, grabbing all of the bolts that were spawning in that midway, and they're going to be rewarded with a level 6 siege bot. There's a long way to go to reach the Ike in this map. You got to really walk far around that central wall area, and so it doesn't really help to get just a kind of weak level 2 siege bot. You really want to see those big heavy hitters coming in the late game. That's where PSG is really going to shine.
Yeah, gotta give a huge shout to this Rely. Great awareness using his gadget to pop the walls to make the bot retarget onto that Ike faster, and also to stay out the range of that Frank super to stay alive. Led to a lot of damage being dealt by PSG, who at this rate could get the final push as well. Goodness. The bolts are about to be leveled.
Kuda Ace unstoppable with those pulls, grabs Bull and drags him straight into range of his own Ike. That's going to give them another bolt. Add it all up with every single other one they've gotten. That's going to be a level 10 siege bot. There is no way for Opnoob to come back at this point.
Yeah, there is going to be no stopping that level 10 bot, but it seems Opnoob are going to try, and if they did, they'd have to get a considerable amount of damage at the other end of the field. That's going to be game 1 then, going relatively comfortably into the hands of PSG.
There's just something about that level 10 siege bot turning purple that really shakes you to your core, Ark. For me anyways. The level 9 one, if he uses a standard color, you don't got to worry too much about it, but when he changes colors, he's really mad.
Yeah, it's a very rage-inducing thing when you put it all out of effort to only start doing something, or this one's all over.
All right, well, they are certainly going to mix up that brawler composition. It's no longer big and heavy guys out front. It's going to be the long-range brawlers now coming in. Piper, especially in the midfield here. Lots of range and opportunities for her to get those shots off. Taking Kuda Ace almost all the way down. Doesn't get the finishing blow, but it is definitely a bit more of a neck-and-neck race for these two teams.
Yeah, gotta hand it to Opnoob. They did make the changes that were needed. They acknowledged that going in with triple tank wasn't really doing them any favors, especially as PSG were running that comp. It's gonna be a first push to PSG, a level 1, but again, it's really just about maintaining that mid control, and I do feel like Piper could be a bit of a tricky one on defense here. Great pull.
Yeah, the long pull from Ben Kim is going to keep that Ike relatively healthy at 92% now. It's basically just a little bit of an opening salvo from both of these teams. No one really claiming a decisive lead yet. Rely getting pinned over there on the right side of map. He's going to get some help from that cannon, but wow! 2 awesome shots are going to finish him off, and that's going to leave an advantage now for Opnoob. Can they get the bolts in, though?
Yeah, that's it. This game mode is all about collecting those bolts, and great Piper snipe's got to be said, but shut down very quickly by a penny turret. Level 4 siege bot now then coming in for PSG, and this one's looking gonna be tough to defend, I feel.
Look, this might be the last siege bot for PSG, though. Opnoob has got 6 bolts they're holding on to, a 5-bolt lead, and even if they don't have control of the midfield, they're going to get a chance to reclaim it pretty soon here. They're behind by 5 bolts, but can they get the catch up? Ben Kim missing a pull there, and Scythe is going to be able to retreat now. Not too healthy, but he will be able to contest this left side for just a little bit longer.
It was a great juke, actually, by Scythe, and really well predicted there, but PSG now are still just struggling to gain mid-control. Rely, I think, going to go for some damage down the right-hand side or a distraction at the least. But it's going to be a level 10 at least now for Opnoob, and PSG got some defending to do. Hopefully, Cypher's got some M's pushback gadgets saved up here.
Yeah, they're really going to need it. Only 15 seconds left, but that is a mighty bot coming on in level 11 and moving straight toward the Ike, getting those punches off. And that's just about going to be it, Arc. It's going to stay above 41% if PSG want the win. Not going to happen. Opnoob get victory in game number 2.
It was almost actually a really good defense by PSG. There was so much going on there. The slowdown super from the M's. There was the Gene. There was a lot of tanking, a lot of body blocking in that defensive area as well with the invincibility. And for a long time there, the damage was not going down. I did wonder for a minute whether PSG were going to be able to pretty much. One thing I've got to say that I'm surprised about, however, here is that Sandy. Oh, we are going to see Sandy. Fantastic. Yeah, Sandy's a really strong brawler here. That super being able to go into great effect by placing in the mid area. It forces back your opponents because they just simply don't know. And when you're not sure, it's better to be safe than sorry. So interesting to see PSG going with the Sandy pick. For me, that is a really strong change.
Well, we are going to see 2 relatively long-range brawler compositions here, so I guess my theory won't get a chance to get tested. I guess PSG is a bit more of a mid-range setup, so maybe if long-range can take the win, that would be vindication of my theory. PSG up on the top, unable to keep pace moving into the second siege bot. The first time we've seen a tie, though, on that first round, though, and that could potentially deliver a really devastating blow with this siege bot number 2. I don't know. Do you call it number 2 or number 1 if you didn't get a number 1?
Yeah, second round for sure. I mean, for me, I feel like Opnoob needs to finish it here and now. I mean, if you look at the score, if they are to get this push in the next 7 seconds, then PSG are going to have a mighty push to follow that. It could even be another draw here. It is not going to be a draw, and it is going to be actually a defense then for Opnoob. And now the pressure's on PSG to finish it right here and now.
All right, well, we'll see if they can deliver that coup de grace. Coup de ace is moving in hot and heavy. All 3 brawlers stacking up right behind that big, heavy blaster, and they get it down to 28-18. Single-digit percentile hit points remaining on Opnoob Ike, and that's potentially close enough for PSG to sneak around and finish it off even without a siege bot.
Yeah, if Coup de Ace has been holding back on his gadgets, and look at that, there's great awareness by Ben Kim there to get Coup de Ace down, knowing full well that Jackie can do damage by rushing in. A very tanky brawler here. Reli's going to try and get some shots here. PSG desperately trying to get this last few hit points down, and actually got to hand it to Opnoob for being very aware to this and holding their own here, Woody.
Very well done. A few more shots in at the enemy Ike, and that's going to be it. PSG get the deliverance, finishing off Opnoob in that game. Couldn't quite get the Ike down with that siege bot attack, but so many long-range hits were able to get them the victory in the end. That was going to be an awfully difficult siege for them to counter, so really smart move there, using that pincer attack from both angles to finish that Ike off.
Yeah, we've seen in previous months Rely using Sandy in Siege. I don't know whether you guys remember watching at home, but there was that amazing moment in the
comps are going to be up to the players, excluding those 2 brawlers. Let's see what they choose. It's going to be Colt, Brock, and I think I saw a Jackie on the bottom there from Ben Tim.
Yep, double Jackie, double Brock, and I like the BB pick. BB's got very strong gadgets, and batting stance is still a very strong, viable star power. Colt, for me, is a bit of a risk by Opnoob, but can be played to great effect if you're landing those shots.
Yeah, BB finally coming back into the meta. Hadn't seen her at all in the first couple of months of competitive play, so glad to see her being used in Brawl Ball as well as Heist now. A bit of an opportunity here to get a few shots off in the safe, but Scythe is going to try to finish off Ben Kim instead. Takes him down and will get a bit more control for the PSG team, trying to push into this Opnoob comp.
Yeah, I kind of feel like here Opnoob might try to break the mid. They didn't. They're trying to break the side walls here, and Stressy, which just, it does seem to be kind of like working kind of. At the moment, both teams looking to really kind of like get their supers and try to get that strong push, wait for the teammates. And look here, as we see PSG getting so much damage here, going in so aggressively. I think they might do it here if they can continue this push.
Wow, keep at it. Kuda Ace is going to be up, dealing a ton of damage here. Jackie is really hard to stop this close and personal. Finally getting pushed back off there, but down to single digits. That save is not looking too great.
I liked what Kuda Ace was doing there, just trying to stay alive whilst his teammates spawn back and rely with super now. Does get taken down, but the damage is there. And game one then is going to go the way of PSG.
Congratulations to PSG picking up off of their set win. They've now got the first win in this heist game mode. Taking the close range approach here, we're using both BB and Jackie to get most of their damage in, while Rely is working from the backside of the map. Both from both sides. It's going to be Brock and El Primo are going to be the clutch picks from either team here. Really much more aggressive play from PSG, starting right off the bat, able to grab that first star and cornering the enemy Brock here now. Looks like Cooney goes down, and that's going to be an opportunity now for them to push this lead even further. 3 stars to 0 for PSG.
Yeah, I gotta say, I really like that start by PSG there. And often what we see is teams being very, very cautious at the beginning, just kind of sitting back, getting their super from that bow gadgets. And PSG know that. They're expecting that. And they went straight to shut down the totem, giving them a really nice lead there as well. 5 stars in the bank for them, and they can just sit back now. The map is exposed in that respect.
Beautiful blast coming in, an El Primo meteoric jump going in straight into the PSG line. Does grab 1 kill, but Opnoob are still struggling to catch back up on that overall star count. With those center bushes now demolished on either side, PSG have effectively cut out any sneaky opportunity for Opnoob to try to run through the bushes either way to get a clever kill off the angle. Yeah, the only thing that I can really see here is Benkim has super. He might go in and try to get some sort of advantageous position there, but he's going to leave his teammates behind him. He needs to go in as a team, and this is better now. Starting to push, gradually hurting, and now Benkim goes in. Whoa! Out from Riley, though, it's going to take him down pretty quick. The suck as well, enough to even the score slightly, but it's still PSG very much in control here, Woody. Even though El Primo's got a ton of hit points, you really need your teammates to back you up if you're going to make a risky jump like that. They got a kill, but couldn't keep up pace with this PSG team hiding out in the bushes. Now, of course, we can see where all these players are, but remember, when you are faced off against an opponent who's hiding in a bush, you have no way of knowing where they're at unless you get up close and personal. In this case, PSG better leveraged that bush coverage and made a pretty decisive victory, 13 to 6 stars. Yeah, PSG looking very, very dominant now on match point here. What a fantastic day it's been for them, and now only 1 win away from taking this group today. And I've got to say, judging from that last game, they looked very competent, very calm, very collected. They've obviously been practicing Snake Prairie quite a lot in their scrims. All right, well, we'll hop right into it. It looks like we're actually going to see Love playing Piper once again. Piper came in really handy for Opnoob in their siege setup. Worked very well for them and actually got them the first victory in this match, but they haven't been able to build on that yet. You see that totem in the back there coming in from Bo, able to charge up the super of any ally standing in the field, and so it's going to be Shelly getting her super juiced up. Oh wait, no, sorry, that was Tara, not Shelly. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, 1 star in the bag, then only that 1 star is separating these 2 teams, but it is an advantage nonetheless to PSG. The left-hand side lane, though, does get taken down, giving a nice 3-star lead. And now PSG can just relax a little bit, earn their supers from that bow totem, and Kuda Ace has his. And Relay again breaking that side to see when they cross over the map. And I'm worried about the position here for this Tara here. Double. Wow. Work out though, more or less in favor of PSG. Less of a lead now though, got to be said. Yeah, the quick draw there from Cooney, dropping that super and finishing off the enemy tower as quickly as he could, is going to give OP Noob 2 stars now, still behind PSG and needing to catch up. Can they get the job done with only 35 seconds left? We haven't seen quite as dominant of a play from PSG this time, but wow, what a play from Rely. Rocket Rain dominating the competition. PSG have just given us a masterclass in bounty gameplay.
Yeah, absolutely amazing team synergy, and Rely was just waiting on that. I imagine that was calculated to perfection in their voice chat conversation, and Rely's been playing fantastically well today, I've got to say, and gonna make a comfortable ending to an exciting match here. PSG will take it.
Gotta hand it to PSG. This entire lineup is just monster. They are really strong and have proven once again why they are at the top of the global leaderboards. Congratulations to them picking up 2 wins in the matches today. Dominant in Europe and at the head of the world in Brawl Stars Championship.
They were so consistent today, and that is the thing that we look for in a team that is going to be able to lead the pack. Consistency is so important, and you know, good brawler decisions